Hey, welcome in. We're going to be planting some seeds today. Stay till the end to see all 5 of the seeds that I'm going to be planting today. I'm going to put it all in this planter box here. I'm going to add some organic raised bed soil that we just got from Home Depot. And I've just harvested the borage off of this couple plants here. The purple flowers are delicious. Taste like cool cucumbers. So if you grow some borage, enjoy those. And we're going to do a project with the borage sometime later in the year. So stay tuned, like and subscribe, and let's get busy. All right, we prepped the soil that was already in there from the last couple years, just loosened it up real well and soaked it down really well, like 10-15 minutes of water, just saturating the soil that we have in there. And now we're going to pour at least 1 bag of this to top it off, and then we're going to plant our seeds. All right, I got 1 bag in there, but I want to fill it all the way up because the soil settles. It settles just naturally, but also with the rain and through the season, it starts to settle, and that's why we lost probably 3-4 inches or more the last couple of years, just because the soil just settles in there. So I'm going to put another bag to top it off, and then we're going to plant some seeds. By the way, underneath these boxes, we have DeWitt bed liner. It's a weed barrier, and it's a 20-year, and we use it everywhere. It works great. So we'll put the link in there so you can see exactly what we use. All right, we've got the second bag of organic soil on there. Raised bed soil is what I use. It's $10 a bag, big bag, from Home Depot. 10% off if you're a veteran. If you're a veteran, you've got to get signed up for the Home Depot and Lowe's veteran program. You get 10% off. It's wonderful. It's great. Do that. But we got the second bag on there. You can see it's quite full now. It will settle throughout the season and year, but I'm going to moisten it up. I'm going to get this topsoil nice and moist, and once we moisten this up, we're going to start planting some seeds, so stay tuned. All right, first up, we're going to plant some parsley, but this is the dark green Italian flat leaf parsley. This is the flat leaf form of the popular, easy to grow herb. Parsley is great. It's very durable. It's even in the heat, and it's 1/4 inch deep on the seeds. It's fine. 1 inch spacing, 15 inches between rows. We're just going to do 1 row, and 15 to 20 days for germination, 65 to 75 days to maturity. So mid-June we're going to see some, so by July 4th we're going to have some parsley. All right, so what I do is I'm going to put the parsley out here, and look, south is that way, so the southern sun is going to be hitting this box and providing all of that beautiful sunshine that we need to grow these herbs. First up, like I said, the parsley. So we're gonna trench. So if you saw my video on the hot peppers, I just put a little trench. You want your seeds about 1/4 inch, so we're just going to put a little trench here right up close to the edge of the box so that we can fit as many in there as we can. I'm going to use our little marker, little wax pencil, to put parse on there. I'll know that that's parsley. And I'm going to label that row as parsley. We got a lot of seeds in here, and so I don't know if I'll use them all right here or not. Maybe about half of them. I may save the rest of those seeds to put in little pots or in another planter box, something like that. But pretty easy to handle. They're little, but they're very firm seeds. Just going to spread them in that trench. Got a bee buzzing around my head. It used to scare me as a kid, but anymore, it's just a reminder that we need the bees. We need the bees. I love the bees. If you haven't listened to any of my Venus 29 book readings, I wrote a book, childhood stories. I tell the story of how I got stung by a wasp when I was a kid. Deathly allergic. Oh my God, had to get 13 shots in my leg, in the area where I got stung. So, listen to my book readings. Some interesting stories as when I was a kid. So I'm just covering up the seeds with this moist organic soil that we got here. Just covering all the seeds up. Okay. When you get them all covered up, we're going to keep them moist. The seed dies in the ground and then produces the fresh parsley that we all enjoy. Okay. All right. The parsley's in. Stay tuned to see what's next. All right, next up, we're going to plant some Anise Hyssop. And if you're not familiar with that, it tastes like licorice, and it's so good, so good. I put it in salads, and also just come out in the garden and enjoy it. It helps with fresh breath. So let me just read what it is. Anise Hyssop, this cheerful member of the mint family, burst into bright summertime blooms. Beyond serving as an attractive ornamental, the perennial hyssop, yes, perennial, it will keep coming back. I've got a little plant over there that's going on its 3rd year, so enjoy. Beyond serving as an attractive ornamental, the perennial hyssop has long been favored for flavoring and medicinal purposes too. Highly attractive to pollinators. Again, the bees. I love the bees. They say there's at least 150 seeds in this packet. Allow 10 to 14 days for germination. They get as tall as 2 to 3 feet, and direct in full sun. That's what we have here. Plant them 1/4 inch deep. Keep evenly moist. We're going to do that, and thin plants. So yeah, so we're gonna do a row, and we're going to enjoy this throughout the summer. My grandpa had a garden, and your grandpa probably had one too, because they did more gardening and planting and stuff back in those days. But if you haven't watched my other video, Grandpa had a garden, Grandma had a gun, go and enjoy that video. We got a special packet inside. We're gonna keep these especially. Okay, so these, that's right, I remember this now. These are teeny tiny seeds. So we're gonna trench like we do. We're gonna trench in the soil, and then we're gonna sprinkle these seeds along in here. And remember, we're gonna thin these out. So you're gonna get several plants that grow up, but you gotta thin them out because they're not all gonna survive, right? So you might end up with six plants in this row, probably less. I mean, 6 would be really crowded, but I usually can handle that because I keep it trimmed up and stuff. But when you go to thin it out, you can have some other pots ready and have some other areas ready where you can transplant the ones that you pick out when you go to thin it, and put your Anise Hyssop in other locations as well, or give it to friends, or you can sell it if you want, but I'm not to that level. So here we go, we're gonna trench. So remember, I just use my hand, about 8 inches or so for my next row over, and I'm gonna put it right in line with this borage plant that I have here. So we're gonna start it right there at the borage, going to come straight down. It's a little tight, I will say, but my boxes are usually pretty full, pretty full and green. And so we're going to get our little trench here. This soil is nice and moist all the way down in this trench. It's moist. So we got our little trench. It's a little deeper than 1/4 inch, but it's okay. It's gonna be okay. Got our hyssop here. I love it. It does taste like black licorice, but in a minty, fresh kind of way. And so I'm gonna pour all these seeds out. That is all the seeds. Minimum of 150 seeds. So here we go. Hey, and you know what? Your friends may ask you, why are you doing that? You can go to the store and buy that stuff. Yeah, but you know what? You know what I try to encourage on this channel is every little bit of freedom you can garner, go ahead and do that. You don't need to go to the grocery store or the farmer's market for everything. You can get some stuff there. But man, it's a good feeling to be able to walk out in your yard and get some fresh herbs. So that's why we're planting these today. Got 5 of them going in the ground today. So stay tuned until the end to see which 5 we're doing. All right, we've got the hyssop seeds in, so we're gonna cover it up. Just gonna put a little soil on there, that moist soil, cover those seeds up. And the seeds will die in the ground and produce that beautiful Anise Hyssop plant for us to enjoy all summer and into the fall and year round. It's a perennial, it's gonna come back. You're gonna enjoy this for 2 to 3 years at least. Like I said, I got one over there that's 3 years old, so enjoy. All right, next up, it's a crowd favorite, and this is one of our favorites. We've got some plants that have been growing for more than 5 years. We've got some organic rosemary going in. We've got our little label here. So, there's Kiemi in the background. That's our border doodle. She's a lover girl. If you ever come visit us, you'll meet her for sure. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna get this organic rosemary in the ground, the seeds, and here we go. This is what the Sylvia rosmarinus is. With its pungent, piney fragrance and silver gray leaves, rosemary is a cherished culinary herb. Woody stems make for convenient bundle drying, and aromatic leaves are splendid in potpourris, essential oils, and tinctures, valued for medicinal properties and a great companion plant for your vegetable garden. 50 seeds minimum, germination is 14 to 21 days, maturity 80 to 90 days, so it's March 31st, so it could be April, May, June, so it could be July 4th. We could be looking at having some rosemary. We're just going to do 1 row so we don't really worry about spacing. We're going to thin it as necessary, and these were definitely the ones that we thin out, we're definitely going to put in some pots and put in some other areas. We've got a few rental houses, and we'll definitely be planting some rosemary at the other houses. People love it. It's an herb of abundance, of increase, and the aroma is just beautiful. We have a couple of rosemary plants in the back that grow really long, like 2 to 3 foot long stems, and we cut those, bring them in, 6 or 8 of those, to make a bouquet of sorts in the house, in the dining room, in the kitchen, and the aroma is just fantastic. And you can use it in cooking. Victoria uses it, my wife uses it in wrapping the pork and doing the lechon, and other things too. But it is definitely good for making the tinctures and things like that for medicinal purposes. So definitely check into doing that. And 8-inch, about a hand length, my hand anyway. And we're gonna trench. We're gonna trench again. Got to have a little trench to put our seeds in. Okay, nice good trench, because you want to be able to cover your seeds with that moist organic soil. You don't want them to dry out in this sun. It's not terribly hot today. It's actually a beautiful day. You don't have to be perfect. Just get some seeds in the ground. Okay, we got our trench. we're just gonna spread these down all the way in our trench. Those went fast. I don't know if they gave me 150 or not, but we're definitely gonna have a lot of rosemary plants here. They're gonna pop up. We're gonna use them all. We're not gonna, when we thin these out, we're not gonna throw any of them out. We're gonna have pots ready to transplant them because we're gonna be putting rosemary everywhere. I actually have 2 more packets of the rosemary seeds. We love the rosemary. They're very durable, low maintenance, and you're gonna love the aroma. You're gonna be able to take the bouquets in the house and enjoy those. Your friends are gonna say, "Do you have any rosemary?" And we're gonna say, "Of course we do, help yourself." All right, so we've got the Anise Hyssop in, we've got the rosemary in, and we've got the, what else did we put in? Oh yeah, flat leaf dark green parsley. So we've got 3 of the 5 in. Stay tuned, we got 2 more herb seeds to put in the ground. Like and subscribe and share your story. What are you planting? What are you planting this year? All right, here we are. Our 4th herb seed is going in, and it's gonna be another one of our favorites, organic thyme, okay? Thymus vulgaris, a culinary classic. Thyme thrives in a variety of soils and is exceptionally easy to grow, okay? Exceptionally easy to grow. Just get you some organic soil, some water, moisten it up, put the seeds in there and let it grow. Set it in the sun, let it grow. A terrific companion plant. Thyme will lure pollinators. Again, the bees, I love the bees. Lure the pollinators to your vegetable garden while banishing pests. See, that's another thing. Rosemary does that too. Keeps the pests away. High in antioxidants and valued for medicinal purposes. 250 seeds minimum. 14 to 28 days for germination, 80 to 90 days. So by July 4th, we're gonna have some organic thyme popping up. And this we're gonna save when we go to thin it out here in 2-3 weeks. We're gonna save those thinnings to put in some pots. We're gonna have some pots ready. We're gonna have those pots ready, and we're going to move those, plant those in other areas, maybe at some of the other houses, maybe some other areas here at home. Give it to friends, because who doesn't want to enjoy some organic thyme? All right, stay tuned for that last, final and 5th organic herb seed that we're gonna plant. All right, so those thyme seeds are the teeny tiniest little black seeds that you ever did see. So we're gonna cover up those seeds, those organic thyme seeds. I'm gonna cover them up with this moist soil. Okay, get them all covered up. Tamp it down a little bit. Got them down in there. The seed is gonna die and bring forth the fruit of some thyme for your enjoyment. Okay, and now for our 5th and final seed. Our 5th and final seed is another favorite. I mean, what organic herb is not your favorite? This one is organic sage. Salvia officinalis, okay? So this is a versatile herb that adds classic flavor to meat, poultry, and vegetables. Easy to grow. Again, this is easy to grow. Soft green leaves add remarkable calm to any color palette. Does equally well in containers and can be dried by hanging upside down in bunches. Yeah, try it. High in antioxidants and valued for medicinal properties. Yes, indeed. 50 seeds minimum. Germination is 14 to 21 days. And maturity is 75 to 80. So we're looking at mid-June. And we got 1 row of space left over there on the far edge. Full sun right here. And we got our little marker. So we're gonna put sage there at the very last row. We're gonna trench and put our seeds in. Put our little trench. These seeds are much larger than the thyme seeds. They're easier to handle and manage. So can grab a hold of these, get these spread out in your little trench, 1/4 inch deep or so, and just sprinkle them all along here in your beautiful little trench. And these as well, when we thin these out, we're going to have some pots ready to put these in some other areas. Plenty of seeds here. Plenty of seeds. So we're going to have plenty of sage and plenty to transplant to other locations, other areas. So definitely put all the seeds in the ground. It's going to be right up next to our borage. They're going to help each other. Borage will attract the bees early on, get all of our herbs that we planted today. Good opportunity to grow. So definitely have you some pollinators. It helps your entire garden if you've got the pollinators that help attract the bees that do what bees do, man. I love the bees. All right, always remember to water those freshly planted seeds. And remember, if you thought you never had anyone to talk to about these things, you have me now. You're doing this to establish some modicum of freedom. You don't have to go to the grocery store for everything, okay? Like, comment, share, and subscribe. Helps the channel. We appreciate it. Stay tuned for more seed planting in the near future. Thanks, guys.